Hi, this is Shriza from Sitefy. So now, if you are looking for the top 10 best Salesforce consulting companies that is also situated in Bangalore, the real challenge is not to find, names of the companies. The real challenge comes when you have to find companies with the objectives of good at sales processes, good at understanding customer journey, good at business operations, when you have to find a particular company that excels in all of this, that is what we call as challenge. From our experience in Sitefy, we also have our clients, those who previously used CRM tools, but then they were not very happy with it. They were the entire thing was very messy, unorganized, confusion was the topmost thing in there. Sometimes the leads are not even tracked properly. There are times when the sales team use what we say WhatsApp and Excel. That's like no. And then sometimes the reports are so confusing that people do not even understand what its aim is. Then we have automation that is set up, but the team does not actually use it, and henceforth the entire system, the entire process goes to vain. So before choosing any Salesforce company that is also situated in Bangalore, you have to take care of various important criteria. So if that particular company ticks or satisfies each and every criteria, then only you can opt for that, because you would know that that particular company is good. Just a company who's promising you with less amount of package and like promising that they will do it, that doesn't mean they can actually do it. So it's time for you to sit, evaluate practically all the pros and cons of that particular company before you choose them. So, the Salesforce should look into whether the company understands the entire process or not. Salesforce is not a software setup particularly. It has to know various kinds of things, like it has to match how your leads come in. So it has to know how and what is the process of the leads that come in for your service. Then is how your team follows up. So after the entire process, how your teams reciprocates with the information, how they work with that set of information, that is one another thing. How the deals move, like after the leads are there, the people actually come in for deals and everything, and how is the execution of each and every deal takes place, like the entire process of it. And the last and the most important one is how managers track down performance. So this part is very important for the sake of appraisal or any other thing. This cannot go by any chance, this cannot go by mistake. This has to be taken into consideration for a good review as well. Second criteria for being one of the best Salesforce consulting business is check requirement clarity. That is very important. Why? A good sale, a good Salesforce consultant will understand these aspects of a business before they set up. What are the aspects? The aspects are lead. They will properly understand and evaluate and practically think about the lead, like from where they're getting, how to cater to their demands and everything. Next comes pipeline stages, followed by user roles. Then comes approval flows. Now comes reports. The reports should not be confused or confusing. Reports should always be more clear so that each and every audience is able to understand that. Then comes automation. The last three criteria for having a better Salesforce consulting company is check implementation, check integration, and also check post implementation experience. Now, what comes under check implementation experience is it actually takes into consideration various important aspects that has to be taken into consideration when that particular business is actually getting launched up, right? Like proper planning. So without a proper plan, you can never actually set a benchmark for anything, or no strategy could be planned. So proper planning is very much important, followed by configuration, then data migration, testing in order to understand if it is working properly or not. Then comes user training support. User training and support is very much important because they have to know or they have to be well acquainted with the entire process in order to function well, right? So now if the entire process of this implementation is weak, then the CRM will be confusing after launch, and we do not want that. Now comes the second part, that is check integration. Under check integration, it is the Salesforce connects with landing page, WhatsApp, email ads, payment system, ERP, everything all together. So like the basic important minute details and everything are taken into consideration under integration. All of these are an important part of the entire business. So this cannot be overlooked. This will help you get leads and everything and bring your business into limelight. Now, the last one is post implementation. That is, we can understand that the CRM is facing various kind of issues only when the real users will be using it. So once the real users have been started using all of these, they will gradually develop or understand if there are any loopholes or not, right? So make sure that the company explains all of these so that the CRM does not face an issue even after the users use it. Things like training, support, issue handling, maintenance, all of these are very important part so that the users can run through the program very smoothly and they do not have many questions. And the app's maintenance should be always there so that if at times in future it just lags, it could be fixed, right? Also, don't just get Salesforce because it sounds very advanced to you. Only take it when you feel like you need it the most. Or otherwise, it's just going to be like, an investment with no revenue because you don't need that particular thing at that point. So, getting into or getting a good Salesforce consulting app will help you by finding and by providing you with better lead tracking, by better follow-ups, better reporting, and one major thing, better sales controlling. Now, so when you just see any list, like all of that, wherein like 10 companies are there for Salesforce consulting, just identifying them is the first and the starting step, right? Compare all of that companies based on business, understanding, implementation, process integration, capability, training, support, and everything. Also reporting at times, just so that you have the clarity and your judgment is absolutely right. Now, the right Salesforce consulting company will not just configure CRM. They will also help you in order to build a system that also makes your sales process a lot more convenient, smooth, and easy. In order to manage or in order to handle, everything becomes very, very, very easy for you. Now, that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching.